Hey, Michigan teachers, here's how to retire with more money than your pension will provide you. After years of early mornings, late nights grading, and giving everything to your students, retirement should be a time to finally enjoy your life on your terms. But here's the hard truth: your state retirement fund probably won't be enough to make that happen. You see, most teachers face a big pay cut when they leave the classroom. Most have to adjust their spending just to cover their mortgage and daily living expenses. But there's some good news. You don't have to struggle the way most teachers get stuck. I'm about to share with you the exact overlooked strategy that's helping teachers across Michigan secure their financial future and retire with confidence. Let's talk about what your retirement as a Michigan teacher really looks like, because it's not as simple or as secure as you might think. Your retirement plan falls into one of three categories, and here's the unpleasant reality. No matter which category you're in, the state has designed these plans to only pay you a portion of your salary when you retire. That's just the way the system works. If you're in Category 1, teachers hired before 2010, you're in the most straightforward plan. Your retirement is calculated on your salary and how long you've been teaching. The more years you put in and the higher your salary, the larger your state retirement fund will be. Sounds okay, right? But here's the catch. Even this plan pays out only a fraction of your current income. I'll explain exactly how much shortly. For Category 2, that's teachers hired after 2012, things get even shakier. All the money the state contributes goes into an account tied to the stock market. While that might sound good to some people, that means your state retirement is subject to market performance, which is unpredictable and even volatile at times. The funds are likely to grow over the long haul, but you can't accurately predict what you'll have when it comes time for you to retire because your payout depends on something you cannot control. Then there's Category 3, teachers hired after 2010, called the hybrid plan. This is a blend of the first two categories. Part of your retirement is calculated on your salary and years of service, but the rest depends on Wall Street, leaving you dependent on the timing of the market's highs and lows. Remember 2008? Teachers who retired that year lost 30 to 40% of their investments almost overnight. No matter which group you fall into, one thing is clear: your state retirement is unpredictable. There's no way to know exactly how much you'll have when it's your turn to retire. Imagine planning for a vacation without knowing what the airfare or the cruise tickets are going to cost. That'd be frustrating, to say the least. Well, that's exactly the way your retirement is set up. You have absolutely no idea of how much your post-retirement will be or even what your paycheck will look like. Here's another tough pill to swallow. The Michigan Office of Retirement Services estimates teachers take a 40 to 60% pay cut when they leave the classroom. That means if you're making $90,000 when you retire, you might have to scrape by on just $45,000 a year for the rest of your life. Now add in the rising cost of living, and you might not even be able to afford to retire when you want, if at all. You could find yourself forced to keep working, whether it's subbing or picking up a second job. That's not the retirement you've earned after years of serving students, and it's definitely not the future you deserve. Let's take a closer look. With everything getting more expensive, groceries, housing, and healthcare, what costs $3,500 today could cost $5,500 when you retire, or even more. Pile on the fact that you could be bringing in only half as much as you are now, then life won't just get harder, it'll become nearly impossible. So put it all together. You have the unpredictable timing of the stock market, as well as the increased cost of living, combined with only half the income you're getting right now. All that adds up to why retirement is not easy for Michigan teachers. That's not how retirement should be, especially after all the years you've dedicated to serving others. The good news? You don't have to accept a pay cut in retirement. There's a proven strategy that teachers can use to fill that income gap caused by your state retirement. That means you could retire with 85, 90, or even 100% of your current income, enough to actually enjoy your retirement instead of worrying about covering your expenses. This is a proven method that has helped thousands of educators retire with confidence. But first, let me introduce myself. I'm Brad Case, a retired Michigan teacher and principal. I spent 28 years working with students, families, and staff, so I get it. I know the challenges you face in the classroom and the ones waiting for you when your education career comes to an end. When I retired at 51, I made the transition to a second career in the financial services industry, partnering with Farm Bureau, a Michigan-based company that's been helping people here since 1949. Since then, I've helped educators create personalized retirement strategies that give them confidence, control, and peace of mind. And now I'm ready to help you do the same. Let's get into it. There's a simple yet a secure, comfortable retirement for Michigan teachers. Believe it or not, this strategy involves using life insurance. While many think of life insurance as only a method to leave something behind for their loved ones in the event of an untimely death, there's really a lot more that life insurance can offer. You see, the right type of policy can be crafted to not only support your family after you're gone, but it will also build significant funding that is available to you during your lifetime when you need it, providing the financial flexibility and security that you want and deserve. Let me break it down for you. This policy works more like a financial safety net, a fund that only grows, never shrinks, and is there when you need it without penalties or restrictions. You can't say that about any state retirement accounts because they're tied to the whims of the stock market. Those accounts might see some gains, but they can also lose thousands when there's a market drop. That's why I recommend having a life insurance policy in place, because it protects you from the stock market. Because when the stock market dips, and we can bet it will, you won't have to pull money out of your state retirement account and take a loss. Tap into your policy to cover expenses until the market recovers. And here's an added bonus. You can also use it for life's big moments, helping with a wedding, paying medical bills, or even taking that bucket list vacation, all with little to no taxes. That means you can draw money from your policy even before your retirement age, unlike your state retirement accounts. Whereas if you try to take money from most state retirement accounts before age 59 and a half, you'll have to pay penalties to Uncle Sam. Policies can also be paid premiums for a set number of years, 15 to 25 years, depending on the plan, but the value of your policy continues to grow throughout your lifetime. What's great about these types of policies is how flexible and customizable they are. We can tailor them to grow at a pace that fits your needs, lock in a fixed payment period, and adjust them to align perfectly with your financial goals. For this policy, Sam doesn't have to pay his premium after age 55. You can see how his policy grows in value every year he has it, and it grows even faster as he gets into his golden years. And if Sam were to pass away, his family would get a sizable death benefit, hundreds of thousands of dollars of tax-free cash. So either way, Sam gets paid or his family gets paid. Policies will vary depending on the age that you start and the amount that you put in. So of course, your policy may have more or less growth than Sam's. As you can see, when you pair the right policy with your state retirement plan, you'll have confidence knowing you have access to policy funds regardless of unpredictable market performance. Every year you wait, you're leaving money on the table. So with that in mind, let me invite you to a quick 20-minute teacher retirement review. During this review, I'll analyze your state retirement plan, identify any shortfalls, pitfalls, or gaps, and let you know exactly what I would do if I were in your situation to retire with more money than your state retirement plan promises you. This isn't just about avoiding an income crash. It's about giving you peace of mind, knowing your future is secure and your loved ones are protected. Click below to schedule your review. Let me share the story of Mr. Curran, a third school English teacher from Holt. He heard from some of his former colleagues about how tight it was living on their teacher pensions. Mr. Curran is in Category 2 and was worried his state retirement fund wouldn't be enough to cover his day-to-day expenses, let alone the European hiking trip he's been dreaming about. After sitting down for a quick review, we customized a life insurance policy that worked for him. He only has to pay into the policy for 19 years, and when he's into retirement, he'll have access to more than double the amount he had paid in. And no matter when he dies, his beneficiaries will get a tax-free check. Today, Mr. Curran feels very confident about his financial future after retirement. He knows his family is protected, and he no longer loses sleep over the ups and downs of the stock market. It's stories like Mr. Curran's that prove just how powerful this strategy is for teachers trying to secure a worry-free retirement. You've spent your career helping others. Now it's time to invest a little time in yourself. A quick 20-minute teacher retirement review could be the difference between feeling financially stuck and feeling fully in control. And the sooner we set this up, the more options you'll have. So just click below to make an appointment. Here's something important to consider. Every year you wait, your options shrink. Each year we get older, the cost of life insurance goes up, and unexpected health changes can make it harder or even impossible to qualify for a policy. The best time to plan is before you have to. Procrastinating now could cost you thousands later. Imagine the peace of mind you could be enjoying today, knowing you have a plan that has guaranteed growth, so you don't have to solely rely on the unpredictable state retirement plan. At this point, you have two choices. Keep hoping your state, or take real action to ensure your future is secure. I've helped other Michigan teachers, and I can help you too. Click below to schedule your teacher retirement review, and let's make sure your retirement years are as fulfilling as your teaching career.